Hello and welcome back to another video. I am Angst, but you can call me Katie. We're hanging out playing some Town of Salem. Now for those of you who've not heard of this game before, it was created by Blank Media Games and can be purchased through Steam. It is an online multiplayer game inspired in part by the Salem witch trials of the 1690s. Each game or lobby can range from 7 all the way to 15 players, so you should definitely get your friends together, you can make a party, and join the same lobby. It's pretty cool. It's sort of like a murder mystery challenge. Each role or character has a different ability and a different goal. You can work together, or you can kind of go rogue, which can be interesting. Now, I'm recording this after having already recorded a video on January 7th and January 8th with Sadie. We played this together. But I believe I'm going to post this one to come out before those, so if you're wondering why I know more about this game than I do in those videos, the order of filming is out of whack. But I like this game, and it's pretty cool, and I would love to feature it. As you can see, there's the create a party. I've been doing the normal and classic mode. I think it's a little bit easier. It's kind of nice that way. We're going to join a lobby. We've got 9, 14, let's see if we're going to hit 15. We hit 15, so every roll should be in use. Right now it's just counting down to make sure anybody who's going to leave can be replaced. What should my name be? I know that's a pretty lame name, but it's all good. So I've had a few different roles before. I think I've been the godfather in the mafia, I've been the sheriff, I've been the executioner, and then I became the jester. And I think that's about it. Let's see what we are this time. I'm interested in playing like the veteran or the jailer. Those would be kind of cool. Alright, I'm investigator again. That's pretty good. I'm a private eye who secretly gathers information. Alright, we're going to start 3, 2, 1. As you can see, every player in the lobby is still here. We're going to minimize the roll list in the graveyard just so you guys can see a little bit more, but I'll leave this open. So I have to get every criminal and evildoer lynched. I can investigate one person per night. So because I don't really have any information, I'm just going to pick one person at random. I usually go down the list. Not very random, I guess. So if I get role blocked, it'll tell me. I believe if I get hauled off to jail, that can happen, or if I get interrogated, which may or may not be the same thing. I'm not totally sure quite yet. I've only played this a few rounds before. But if you keep an eye up here, my alignment is with the town. Now, if you're looking down below, target may not be what they seem. Okay, so I went after this guy, I believe. And they're not a good person. It's an interesting house. Now, as we were going over, I will win with the town or the survivors, but I have to get rid of everybody else. Interesting. Huh. So it looks like somebody is either pretending to be the veteran or really was the veteran. And the guy who died was indeed the doctor, as listed on his will. I made a typo. What does it say? I don't like blue, I like red. That's odd. Okay. So we lost the medium. That's unfortunate. The medium can talk to the dead players to gain more to gain more information to the rest of us. Now we're discussing what happened, and I don't necessarily want to say my role because we've lost 2 town people. If we lost some mafia people, that would be helpful. But because we're losing town people, I don't want to say that I'm an investigator. They could come after me. And as we saw in my little investigation last night, Jonathan Corwin wasn't necessarily a good guy. So I'm going to let the first couple votes go through and see if anybody does anything. Doesn't look like we're going to vote anybody today. Some games people are very vote happy. But it appears we're just going to let things play out. Alright, I'm going to investigate Alice, the second player on the list. I'm hoping that Alice is an okay person, because it might be a bit of a challenge to figure out who to vote for if we start voting. So I would have to go between her and Jonathan. I should receive my information any second because the night is almost over. Let's find out. Okay, so I got a thing. So she could also be kind of bad. Sorry about that pop-up down there. Now we do still have a framer out, and the framer could be marking it as serial killer. Making puns out of names. What's his name? Oh, I can't see it. We lost the lookout. We're losing a lot of green people. The escort and the lookout. That's not good. Unfortunately, we're going to start voting as soon as this is through. I'm hoping somebody says something. They're discussing what roles people might be. We had about 5 seconds in discussion. Alright, so everybody's voting for this guy. Now, I'm voting with everybody just to see if maybe I can slide by. My name shows up and I'm going with the crew. That may or may not work in my favor because I don't really know everybody's role. I just know that Alice is not necessarily someone good. I'm just kind of voting in the middle of everybody. This guy keeps changing. Looks like enough people voted guilty. So Zoe is the jester. Zoe's down here. Serial killer. Okay, that's their will. He was the serial killer. Well, it's good that we got rid of the serial killer. So I'm going to go after person number 3 on the list, see if I can find anything out about them. Hopefully I don't get role blocked. They're going after everybody who's a good person. And unfortunately, we have a lot of the Mafia still left. If you look at this, every Mafia person is still there. Looks like the Sheriff, the Jailer, and the Jester, they're still alive. The Executioner's somewhere. And all of the Mafia, as I said. Unfortunately, I'm not doing a very good job. Oh, I was attacked by the Mafia. Yeah. So now they're showing my will. Okay. It's an awful death note there. I was framed. Now they're asking them for their roles, and I marked them as not okay people. Oh good, they're voting for Jonathan. So we're discussing who I looked at. They're asking who the Mafia could be. I don't really have any information. All I know is that John could be the framer. I believe that was listed for him. Hopefully they get him, because I didn't have any decent roles for him when I investigated. Let's find out. Interesting thing about this game is you can lie and get away with a lot, or you can be completely honest and you may not get anywhere being honest. It's looking more and more like the Mafia might win because we have 6 townspeople who are out. Let's see, the sheriff. Yeah, the sheriff is left. Let's see. Zoe was the Jester. Jester's a pretty shit role. You don't really have anything you can do. Your entire goal, that's the same as it was for mine. The entire goal of the Jester is to be lynched and have people vote against them. Samuel says that he is sheriff and he's calling Alice in the mafia. Alice could actually be in the mafia. I didn't get anything good for her. What they're saying is there are only 3 townspeople left. Looks like they might be going for Alice. Two people. They need 4 total votes. And unfortunately, with all 3 of the mafia left, they may not get those votes. Oh, they got them. Wow. Last minute. Let's see. I think she's lying. The odds are that she is mafia with the roles that are currently out. Alright, let's find out. Make note, if she is mafia, Life and Daboy both abstained from votes. I'm hoping somebody made note of that, those 2 players not voting, and her being in the mafia. That's gotta be the other 2 mafia people. She says their names started with D. Those 2 both started with D. Oh, the sheriff. Damn. It's not looking good. The odds are in the mafia's favor this round. Oh. Executioner is still out there. So somebody could die tonight. And the framer is still out there. Oh man, they're voting on Donald. This guy's not gonna make it. One person just has to vote. That's all they need. Oh man. Now all they have to do is vote him guilty. She's saying that the guy about to be hung is Donald. And Donald is leader of the Mafia, the Godfather. Three, two, one. Let's see. 2-0. Alright, let's find out what role he was. I'm hoping that Alice isn't just talking out of his butt. Alright, so there's one more member of the Mafia. And I don't think the game is currently in their favor because 2 out of the 3 are dead. But most of the people who can do anything are out of the game. That is the downside to getting rid of so many town people so early in the game. Alright, nobody died. So the executioner and whoever was last in the Mafia, I don't think the person left in the Mafia could do anything, but the executioner chose to keep themselves quiet. I'm not sure why they're calling him Mafioso, because the Mafioso is dead, unless that person died resulted in the final Mafia member becoming the Mafioso. Let's see. I know it's not quite as fun when you are dead halfway through, but it's always interesting to watch things play out. And the Mafia members are leaving the game. And if this guy dies, I believe the townspeople have won, and I should get a small win from that. Oh, 3-0. I'm betting he's Mafia because of how he played. Oh well. Yep, he was the other Mafia member. And the townspeople have won, and I got a bunch of points for that. Well, that's going to be it for this round. If you guys would like to pause and take a look at all of the roles and who everybody was, go ahead and do that now. But that's going to be it for this video. Like, comment, and share as you please, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.